great thing to work there, and it was a great thing to have in the community, but commercially it was not a great thing.
So a new company came in '72?
Well, actually the owner committed suicide.
Really?
And so for about 11...
Was it a sole owner back in the original days?
Right.
Okay.
And
what was his name?
His name was Lee Gahagan. And
Lee
shortly
Gahagan.
after he asked us to pass on our paychecks one more time, and we all said, no, we want to get paid, he killed himself.
Mm.
Then his aunt ran the estate for a while, so we didn't get much money or much help. They finally sold it to two people who worked in research and development at Procter & Gamble in Cincinnati, who didn't know much about radio, but were very willing to learn from us. One of their father-in-laws had a lot of money, and he bought the station. They were very willing to learn from us, and so we found ourselves in a position of teaching our new owners, which is completely opposite of what happens now. New owners come in, clean house, do it their way. They've got certain ways they want to do things. So that was kind of a golden age, because not only was it still fun to work there, but we were working for good people, and the pay scale was increasing. Then I left in '75, went to San Jose for a year, and decided I didn't really want to leave. Came back and worked at Earth Radio for 3 years.
So how did Lee Gahagan end up with it? He was kind of from a wealthy family, but he, I mean, what was his, what was he all about?
Well, he was a wealthy guy from, I think, Palo Alto. I'm pretty sure it was Palo Alto, that area of the Bay Area. And I don't know what his attraction was or what got him motivated to do this, but, you know, it was something he wanted to do, and he found this station that it was up for sale, you know, mandated by the FCC.
Was it like an auction?
You know, I don't remember the terms. What I remember is that you know, KSJO finally came to an end, and we were all let go, and the station was shut down. And that's when we came in and liberated the library. And
how long was it dark?
Not a long time, less than 6 months.
Okay.
About, I would say, probably close to 6 months.
Okay.
And then we had to come in, the early staff, you know, me and there's an open question as who was the original staff, and there was me, Gaines, Paul Merriam, Charlie Weiss, maybe Jim Hilzebeth. He might have come in a few months later.
Was Kerry Nosler one of the first?
Kerry was one of the first because he had done KJML.
Right.
And I had been doing on my Sunday morning blues show in '66 and then '67. I had been playing Butterfield and Frank Zappa, The Mother's Invention, which both came out in '66. So I'd been playing progressive rock stuff. Kerry had the first all progressive rock show on KJML, another hotel or motel operation. It was run out of a motel on Auburn Boulevard.
Right.
One of the station was in one of the rooms.
All right. Who can you introduce me to that is a legend from KSFM?
A legend from KSFM? Diane Michaels.
Diane Michaels.
Diane Michaels was a pioneer.
Diane Michaels, a pioneer.
She was a pioneer in terms of one of the first really progressive rock women jocks.
Really? What years were you there?
I think Kay was there first, 77 to 79.
Tail end of it.
Yeah.
So what?
The best years.
What show did you do?
6 to 10
All right.
a.m.
Yeah, the morning show.
The morning show. Michael's in the morning, always late. Kevin would call me and go, Di, are you coming to work?
So what was the morning team called?
There was no team. I was.
You were it.
You were heard of a team. Okay. They can only afford to pay one.
And what made it special back then?
You know, we were all like a family. That's what it was. Everybody got along really well. We hung together.
And one thing we were able to do was, because music sounded so much better on FM, we were able to play longer versions of hit songs, and music itself became longer in length. Hit songs became, wow, 3 minutes. Wow, I can go to the bathroom now. and boy, when like Sweet Home Alabama and songs like American Pie, man, things like that that were over 4 to 7 minutes long, my God, I could go upstairs and eat and drink during that. So, you know, it certainly made all that change.
So what was the atmosphere like back then? Was it, when you came to work, I mean, was it a pretty open type place where you could say whatever you want? Or
It was like San Francisco in the Haight-Ashbury days. You would walk into KROY and there was a vibe. It was just, you could hear it, you could feel it. It was an unspoken language that exists between everybody in that building, from the salesperson to the janitor, all the air talent and the management, all had the same vibe. And that certainly does not exist now anywhere. As a matter of fact, you walk through most radio stations nowadays and everything's behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't know what's going on over here. Oh, you don't, this is a, you know, privileged information.
So it never had that paranoia?
No.
Okay.
No.
Where, you know, we don't want the competition to find out what we're doing here.
Well, as far as that goes, I don't think that we didn't care, because everything we did was on the air anyway. I mean, there were no secrets.
Right, it was all talent-based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we would maybe even tell somebody at another station what we were doing, try to do that. Because we just knew it. That vibe, again, came over on the air, and that vibe is a wordless vocabulary. It's a language all to itself. I can't explain it.
It was a more mysterious vibe back then.
Yeah, a sense of urgency and mystery and excitement and passion. Now, because everything's so researched and pre-thought out, there's no spontaneity.
Yeah,
there's no spontaneity to the talent. See, we entertained ourselves more than we entertained our listeners.
Right.
We were getting off on it.